If you increased the average tax rate of billionaires from a shockingly low 8.3% of their income to 25%, a 300x increase in their tax rate, how much will the total tax revenue in the US go up by? And secondly, if all of this money could be applied to improve the lives of the poorest of the poor, all those families in America that live below the poverty line of about 25,000, how much will it increase their income and as dollar and as percentage? Well, this was the question that I'd love to answer in this video, but I'd also like to use this video to show you how ChatGPT can save us from ourselves for those, if you are like me, that are just curious. I realized recently that just out of curiosity, I lose so much time. ChatGPT could answer this question in about 2 minutes. It would have taken me about 3 hours to answer this question. It's 100x reduction in the time I would have lost simply because I'm curious. So what happened? Yesterday, I was minding my own business, being very productive, took a coffee break and watched the news. President Biden was on. He was talking about the next thing that he wants to do is to increase the tax rate of billionaires from 8.3% to 25%. And he said this will increase the tax revenue for the US by 400 million. And as he said that, I thought, wow, that sounds low. And then he said, I mean 400 billion. And I thought, oh, no, what is it? Now my mind is going to be fixated on finding the answer to this question, the solution to this problem. Ever happened to you? And as you know, once you start, you dive down this rabbit hole. Takes you hours to get out of it. And the only benefit you get is the relief of now I know. But okay, so now these type of questions, ChatGPT can help answer and save us from ourselves. Of course, curiosity has a lot of upside, but it also comes with a lot of downside. So let me show you what I did. I just opened up ChatGPT and I pasted in the question I wanted to answer, those two questions. If the tax rate goes up from 8.3 to 25%, how much will it increase total tax revenue for the US, dollar terms, percentage-wise? And then if all of that money is given to the poorest of the poor, how much will it increase their income by dollar-wise, percentage-wise? So let's see what it does. Wow. It shows clearly all the assumptions, shows the calculations, and provides a summary with the actual answers to the two questions. So the first question was, how much additional tax will it give the US government? It turns out it's not 400 billion, it's 83.5 billion. That sounds quite low to me, right? What is that as a total percentage of the US personal income tax revenue? It's only 4%. We can see in terms of the calculations, total tax revenue is around $2 trillion. So only 4% increase. But here's the benefit, right? If all of that additional 80 billion could be applied to help the poorest of the poor families, that would increase their income by over $10,000. Their average income is about $27,000 according to this. And that would be a 40% increase. And what makes this so mind-blowing is if this family will take that $10,700, remember they will get this every year, right? If they just took one $10,700 and they would invest it in the S&P index, get on average, say 10% per year, by the time that kid retired, would be worth well over $1 million. And that could change everything for generations to come. So I hope this was helpful. For those that are curious, this is the way that you can dramatically reduce the time that you lose when you dive down those rabbit holes, when you get interesting questions or problems popping up in your mind. For those that are using just ChatGPT, it's super impressive to see how accurate it is now, even with the mathematics, and how clearly it lists all the assumptions. And scrolling lower down, it also clearly lists all the reference points. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please like it and share it. My name is Dr. Alan Barnard. Thank you for your attention.